Since we are going to be focusing on forgiveness around the affair partner and what does that even look like? What does it mean? I would love to know, what is your favorite definition of forgiveness?
Forgiveness certainly takes time. To each individual, to me, it's this idea of kind of letting go. It doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't even necessarily mean indifference, but it just means it's not constantly just occupying my mind and thoughts. I think between even you and I, just again calling out that in each of our stories, we have very different roles. You were wounded by betrayal. I was the betrayer. The first maybe 6 months to a year, it's really important, I think, to know, okay, we kind of have this weird response. We need to know that information. If you ever look at, I think, dogs that kind of when they don't know each other, right, they kind of circle with your hair standing up. It makes a lot of sense. Because your primary relationship, the relationship you wanted to be most secure, turned out there was a major breach. So I think the roles of even betrayed and wayward, that first year, it's just, it seems big.
I would say that mine is choosing to absolve someone of a debt that they have never and can never repay. But when I think about specific to an affair partner, it takes a lot of energy to hate someone. And I don't think I really acknowledged that until probably close to the 2-year mark. And I realized that me hoarding my hatred and desire for vengeance was absolutely equivalent to me drinking poison and waiting for her to die. Since that was not the case, it was incredibly ineffective and draining. I'm glad to not be in that space anymore.
I hope even as you say those words, Candace, and anyone else out there can really start to look with a hefty dose of compassion that hatred is there for a reason. Most often it's fueled by threat. They threatened the very safety and security that, for most people you want and you think you have in a relationship. And so it can be hatred. It's also a very, very almost fighting protective stance. It does take an enormous amount of energy. But it is very natural and normal, I think, to go through that process of, really kind of analyzing and go, yeah, this person took something from me. Do they know it? Do they even recognize it?